What is up, guys? It's about 12 o'clock noon on a very rainy Tuesday down here in South Florida. I just realized that my shirt is inside out, but that's alright, I ain't even mad. I'll tell you why I'm not mad, because I'm about to take you guys on a little adventure to go pick up some rare Super Nintendo games. Well, I'd say one's more of an uncommon game. The other one, though, I'd say the other game goes even beyond being rare. I'd say the other game I'm getting, if I get it, I hope I get it, is a holy grail. Like, probably, arguably, the most expensive video game I've probably ever picked up. And I'm supposed to get these two games for 25 bucks a piece, so that's $50 for these two games. They're worth far, far more than that. This is one of those times where, like, I'm almost apprehensive about this whole deal. Like, I hope it goes down. I want it to, but it's one of those times where it feels like it's almost too good to be true. But if you're watching this video, I'm guessing it did go down alright, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be putting this video out. But I wanted to share with you guys my method for finding these rare games. So, for a little background information, during my last year of living in Chicago, when my substance abuse addiction was at its absolute worst, I ended up selling every single one of my video games to support my stupid demonic habit. And, you know, in hindsight, looking back now, like a year and a half later, yeah, it sucks, especially losing all those Saturn games I had. Like, I had 2/3 of a US Saturn collection, and, like, Saturn stuff I'm just never going to find again for cheap, nor will I ever have the money to pay retail for what that stuff goes for. But on the other hand of getting rid of all my video games, it almost kind of felt freeing. Like, for so many years, like, I held all these, like, video games up on this huge pedestal, and it was just, like, sitting on a shelf that just took up room and did absolutely nothing for me. So with it being gone, it's kind of liberating almost. But with that said, I've also been trying to pick up things over the past 12 months. Pick up games that I miss playing, not games that, like, I want to sit on a shelf, but, you know, like, I tracked down a Super Nintendo again, I tracked down a Dreamcast, some games and stuff, like stuff I actually miss and want to play. What I want to share with you guys is how I find these games, because, like, I've found tons and tons of good deals, and I've paid, honestly, like, pennies on the dollar for these games, and I find them regularly. So I want to share with you guys the method I have in finding these games. And if doing so creates a little bit more competition for myself, then, you know, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Like, I feel like what I'm about to get in this deal that's about to go down is such a huge gift. Like, I just want to share the wealth with everyone else. So with that said, like, I'm going to do a cut here. I'm going to try and film a little part of me picking up the games from this guy. And then I'll show you the games that I actually got, as well as go into detail about how I got them. So hopefully you guys could do the same. Yeah, sure. Can I take a look real quick?
My son. Tell me what's a drawing lesson.
Yeah, looks great. Okay. They were your sons from growing up back in the day. You've had them?
I don't know. Got he said, make sure you use $50. It's okay.
Alright, guys. So I'm back in my car, in my safe spot. I got out of that area. The deal did in fact go down. I am, like, beyond hyped right now. Honestly, I can't even believe this happened. I did look at the footage of me trying to film when I picked it up from the guy, and I know it looks like total shit. I'm sorry about that. When I pulled up to the guy's location, I thought I was in the wrong spot, because, like, I pulled up in, like, some shipping yard, and I was expecting a dude's house. I was like, no way this could be it. And then all of a sudden, the guy's just right next to my window. He's like, hey, Dave, you want those games still? And I was like, oh, alright. So, like, I just hit record on the camera, and I just got my phone. I didn't want to shove it in his face either and, like, spook him and make the whole deal go south, but tried to get a little footage of it, so, you know, like, I'm not bullshitting or making this up. It's like, man, like, who was gonna go through the trouble to do that? It's so stupid. But anyways, I paid 50 bucks for these two games, 25 bucks each per game, and without further ado, these are the two games I got. First game I got is Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. Arguably the best beat-em-up game ever made. I actually thought that game was worth a little bit more money. I guess it was a few years ago. I remember it being like 70 bucks. Guess it's only worth about $40 now. But whatever, I paid 25. There's still room on that bone for me, or whatever the saying goes. That sounded terrible. But the second game I got, that's where this is what really made my day, made my week, made my month. Like I was honestly shaking when I pulled out of there, and that game is Pocky and Rocky 2 for the Super Nintendo. This is a $260 game according to price charting. I honestly had no idea this game was that much, but I don't think I've ever even had a video game that's worth that much money, which is insane. That's so crazy that games could be worth that much. But anyways, I told you guys I was going to share my method for finding these games, and I totally am. And for myself, the way I've been tracking down rare games like this over the past year, and I've had countless times where I've stumbled across deals not quite as crazy as this one, but other quite significant deals where I've saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And my method for tracking these games down is, oddly enough, through the app called OfferUp. I know that might be surprising to a lot of you guys. I've talked to other people that have tried using the app that really haven't had any success, but for myself, I found out that OfferUp has allowed me to net more rare video games than garage sale hunting or pawn shops, and I live in South Florida, so those things are all over the place down here. But what I've noticed is when it comes to OfferUp, the key is persistence. I work at a computer job. I work for an SEO firm, so I'm able to have my phone next to me all day long. So about every 15-20 minutes, I just kind of reload the OfferUp pages, what's for sale. And when you see a good deal, you have to pounce on it quickly. You have to message them right away. Don't lowball them, because if you do, other people are going to like give them a higher offer. They're going to go with them, give them a reasonable price that you think you can get it for, and try and get it as quickly as possible. Oddly enough, that wasn't even the case with these games. These two games were actually part of a bundle the guy was trying to sell. He was trying to sell a Super Nintendo system with 20 games for like $225. I didn't have $225. Sorry about that, guys. Guess my phone decided it didn't want to record me anymore. That's alright, I can't hold it against it. Anyways, I guess I was talking about I got these games part of some bundle the guy was trying to sell. That wasn't really going anywhere, so to make a long, pointless story short, I sold the games right away to Buzzy from Bad Graphics Gamers. Great guys, by the way. Check out their channel. They make really funny videos. So he gave me the money for the games through PayPal, and I put all that money right towards a Nintendo Switch. I've finally been able to get a Switch. I've wanted one since it came out, just was never able to get one. Now I was able to pick one up for like less than a third of the retail price, which is awesome. I thought about holding on to the games, but I'm really trying not to get into the habit of acquiring expensive video games just to have them sit on a shelf. I don't have anything against collecting games. I still think it's cool. I'm just not in the financial position to be able to do that right now. And as corny as this sounds, I really feel like the universe gave me a huge gift today by allowing me to find these games. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, I'm sure you're aware about what's going on with my little sister. She's in the ISU right now. She had a horribly tragic accident a week and a half ago. She fell from 60 plus feet on the concrete. She broke damn near every single bone in her body. When she was brought in, she wasn't expected to make it through that first night. Miraculously, she's overcoming all odds. She has doctors and nurses absolutely amazed by the recovery she's already made. With that said, she has a long road ahead of her, and her hospital bills are piling up. They're going to be astronomical when it's all said and done, and she doesn't have health insurance right now, and she was in between jobs. And you guys could take this as e-begging. I don't really care. I will always do whatever I can to help out my family. And with that said, a loving family member did create a GoFundMe campaign for my little sister. By no means do I want any of you guys to feel obligated that you should donate to it, but it would really mean the world to me and my family if you guys could share the link either on Twitter or Facebook or any other social media. You know, that would be just awesome. My good friend Alpha Omega Sin tweeted it out on Twitter, and it really set it momentum, and it got it to start trending, which is amazing, and it's already raised a good amount of money, which is awesome. I'm just trying to keep the momentum going, and like I said, I'll always do whatever I can to help out my family. But thank you guys very much for watching this video. It feels great to be making content again. I really missed every aspect of YouTube, including interacting with all you guys. So seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for all the support over the years. It's just been awesome, and I'm glad it's continuing. And much love, guys, and I'll see you next time.